And whilst it may not still be every little girl's dream, many still fantasise about wearing a white wedding dress down the aisle. In Bendigo, a precious collection of dresses is being carefully unpacked. Some are worn by the celebrities of their day, from the 1800s to more recent pop stars. The exhibition of dresses is also rich with the stories of the women who wore them. Josie Taylor reports.
As the dress of London's socialite Margaret Wigham was unpacked, it once again set light bulbs flashing. When the bride wore this dress for her wedding in 1933, traffic was blocked for hours.
She got out of the car and she was just overwhelmed by this huge sea of people and the police holding them back, and all she could hear was the click and whir of the cameras.
The dress took 30 women 6 weeks to make.
It cost £52 and the bride said she was horrified by the amount of money it cost.
The bride herself went on to horrify London society as a married woman. She featured in numerous scandals, including an alleged affair with a movie star and a cabinet minister. Her dress now shares a cabinet with the wedding dress of one of her 9 bridesmaids, socialite Barbara Beaton. Unusually, there's no buttons, hooks or fastenings of any kind.
He's extended the flounce at the front and taken it back, but he's added a really original touch by splitting the train, so it's like the two tails of a bow.
Curator Edwina Ehrman carefully selected these dresses from the Victoria and Albert Museum in London. What mattered most, apart from quality, was the stories of the women who wore them.
I like trying to get a grip on these women. And these dresses represent a particular point in their lives, but they also tell us so much about not just the societies that made them and wore them, but about ours.
The exhibition spans hundreds of years, from the birth of the white wedding dress in the Victorian era.
She increased the bust size by about 4 inches, so maybe she wore it during pregnancy, but that's so nice because it's a really special dress to her.
And then there were those who bucked the trend. Gowns worn by burlesque star Dita Von Teese and singer Gwen Stefani will be on display, but they were still in crates when we visited.
They're both incredibly slender, so they both had to have special mannequins made for them. There was nothing off the peg available.
From so many gowns and stories, the curator's pick is this creation from 1880.
What is so gorgeous about it is that if you imagine this person walking down the aisle and you can imagine those pearls shimmering and swaying.
That was a pretty hot day, remember that?
Yes, I do remember that.
Oh. Beverly and Gil Sibley walked down the aisle at Frankston in 1964.
Well,
can you believe I fitted in that?
No. Actually, I can. I remember it.
The bride from Frankston's gown now sits in the Australian section of the exhibition, near a dress worn by footballer's wife Rebecca Judd, and this 1920s creation worn by Melbourne socialite Margaret Winter Irving. Beverly Sibley says her mother would be amazed and thrilled.
I know Mum loved being the centre of attention. She would deny that, but she did love being the centre of attention, and she loved the taste of success.
And that Bendigo gallery is famous for its unusual and exclusive exhibitions. It's only about 8 hours down the road, so it could be well worth a trip.